Hello, this is Paul, and I am continuing our study on Outlook Express. It is about learning the basics of how email works and how we are working with a POP server to be able to deliver our email to our computer, that we don't have to go on the web and look it up individually. And what I'd like to do is continue the information about the installation first of all, and then we get into other aspects of how Outlook Express will operate for you. There is a lot of advantages to using Outlook Express when you have a paid account. So this is only when you're having this activated properly. You're going to be able to use some other links on your computer very successfully. Picking up from what we talked about previously, we are leaving a check mark in this box here to leave a copy on the server, and with this page you're going to be able to have the fine-tuning if there is any problem picking up your email or sending email. These settings are on this page that will be able to make the final adjustments to zero everything in. With everything working properly, you'll be able to have a successful operation with Outlook Express. When making this selection with what is called connection, this really pertains to those who are depending on a dial-up for their network connection with the internet. If you are on wideband, you will not be using this section at all. Just leave it as it is. While using Outlook Express, you are able to establish special security for when you send email to certain people. You're able to ensure those people that this email is from you. This is also available by establishing such an account and being able to use it in Outlook Express. Finally, I am catching up with the gaps that I skipped over from part 1, and in the advanced page here we are going to be able to move forward. This page can be very special in its settings, but normally when you set up an account, the automatic settings for the site is usually retained. So this is only for good information for you to be able to fine-tune and have knowledge from the provider that is giving you your POP server. One thing I do want to mention on this, that on the bottom of the page there is an OK button. That is when the current settings that you have just made are stored, and you should have no problems with your email with the proper settings being made. Once we come back to the Internet Accounts page, you can add another email provider that is a POP server. Here I have AOL, but they are not a provider, but they do provide a POP server. Now your provider might be from a selection of different ones in different areas. They're not all the same. Some of the popular ones are with Verizon or with Comcast or Frontier, or a selection of different providers. They also would provide you with a POP server account, and you'd be able to have this listed in here as well. However, once all of your accounts are established as you like it, be sure to press the close button. Going back into Outlook Express, the main page, there is a button on the top there where I have it circled for sending and receiving email. Another way of this taking place is when there are timed intervals for when your email is going to be automatically downloaded for you. In the case of a dial-up, it will go ahead and try to make that call and download your email. If it is successful, it'll immediately hang up your phone and no further time has taken place on the web. In the case of broadband, it'll just simply download it automatically for you. Getting back to the dial-up service, if you're on the phone, you will not be interrupted with your phone call, but it will wait until you're finished, when it will automatically go ahead and make use of your phone line and download your email. At that point, you'll be able to read all of your email at your leisure. Looking at the left side of this window, there is a box there where it shows all your different folders, and there is more than one way to see each individual email that is downloaded from the web. There is here, and there is also one in the center box where it says there is one unread mail message in your inbox. In that underlined portion, if you click on that underlined portion, one unread mail message, then it will take you and display the next slide. When clicking on either one of those selections, you get this window, and it will display the main pane with a list of emails that have been downloaded from your providers. Now, I use providers as plural because you can have more than one account. Now, take notice that a single piece of email is demonstrated on the bottom while the list is on the top. And I'd like you to realize that also, if you double click on any one of these, you will be able to have a full screen of that single piece of email. Looking back at the top pane of this, you'll be able to see that date and time is listed there for when you receive that email. If it is recently sent to you today, it'll say today. If it was yesterday, it will say yesterday. However, anything before that, it will have the actual date. This is a quick look at how email will open up when you double click on any one of those items from the top list. However, notice that there is a traditional check boxes or click boxes on the upper right side there, and the middle button will enlarge it to be full screen and make it easy to read. Creating email by clicking on this button here, you'll be able to send something new. It'll give you a completely blank page, and as you realize, in the center pane there's also an underlined portion where it says create new messages. Both of them will work the same and give you the same window as follows. With this blank page, you'll be able to enter all of the elements that are necessary to send email to a friend, or to make a reply to some kind of request, or whatever the purpose may be. This will be covered in detail in our next session. Like I have already said, it is a good idea to break here, because in the next session I will show you all the details that needs to be incorporated in your email. Step by step, we will be able to realize what is necessary to complete this task. There are times when the proper procedure is not completed, and email will only sit in your outbox without being activated, or it could be saved in a different file as something that is incompleted. So there are certain elements to realize, and I'd like to cover it in detail for you, and you'll be able to realize that you'll be able to send out email as you intend, and to include all the information that you want to have on there. So come with me and go to number 3, and we'll be able to cover this with you. Thank you. This is Paul Jones, and I thank you for the time you're spending with me. And as you know, we are teaching these classes at the First Church of the Brethren in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It does not constitute for your visit with us, but this information is made available worldwide now. and it's for your benefit. Be sure to send me some email. Let me know what you think about these. I'd like to try to serve you a little bit better if it is possible. And thank you very much for your time.